At school, I grew up in Scotland, and I was always very interested in both the kind of mathematics and physics and these types of subjects, kind of like working at answers and getting a kind of a clear result. But I also really liked the other types of subjects like art and design, or even graphical communications, the design and technology, the creative and designing side, to think about, there might not just be one answer or right answer, it's a different interpretation as well. So I suppose I was really, when I was thinking about what I wanted to do, was how could I not have to give up either of these different aspects of what I enjoyed doing. So when I found a degree called Product Design Engineering, and it's one at Glasgow School of Art and Glasgow University, so a combined degree. There's a few of these types of ones around the country, or industrial design and things. But what it had was both of these things. It was both thinking about humans' behavior, thinking about how to design and look around the world and do things better, but also the engineering aspect. So making sure that actually, if you thought about things that you wanted to design or make, that you actually had potentially some of that knowledge or experience in working it out and making it real as well. So that was a really nice combination of both of these things. And I suppose the other side was growing up, I was a very outdoors person, going mountain biking a lot. My parents, we live in a hill near a forest, so you'd always be going up out there and into the hills and mountains. So I really had this connection and love of nature and being in the outdoors. So what I've done, I suppose, is try and combine all of those together. And I think that's a kind of an opportunity that you have, is to kind of form or mold your own career by thinking about, well, what really excites me? What passion do I have? What do I enjoy doing as well? I think one of the most interesting things about the course at university was both the variety of different things that we learned about, but also this kind of aspect of the importance of going out and getting feedback on some of your ideas. And I know it can be quite scary or intimidating to go out and talk about something that you've designed or things that you think might work, but actually going out on the street or reaching out or emailing and things, and just having that confidence to go out there and get feedback. But it might not always be right, and you might not hear what you want to hear, but actually it's always better to kind of get that earlier on. And that's what I've learned as a designer, that earlier on that you can kind of learn, evolve, get feedback, maybe change that idea that you have, the better. So never be afraid to kind of get your thinking out there, or try and find somebody that you can bounce off ideas around. In terms of from university to running my own consultancy, I actually worked at Philips first, consumer lifestyle in the Netherlands. I got a job out of university there and lived and worked there for about 4 years, which was great. Learned a lot, and I used to work across all of the different types of products in different countries, and working with the designers and engineers there, thinking about how we could design them better and better, more energy efficient, new recycled materials, thinking about different behaviors in different countries, about the products and what happens to them actually at the end of life, and think about how we can design for that better. Although I was then interested to think about other areas of design, both in campaigning and community groups, but also policies. So then actually I moved to London, and I took up in a management team of WasteWatch, a charity at the time that joined to keep Britain tidy. So actually I used design and program management, looking across all of the different programs about how to create sustainable behavior change, from picking up litter to recycling better, but also policy towards government around food waste and what we should do around that, or how businesses should be designing products better so that they wouldn't break so fast, and lots of areas like that. So I was still using my design and engineering kind of aspects in some way. After a number of years there, though, I decided that I actually missed a little bit more details on the design front and using some of that knowledge that I had on the product side. So I set up my own consultancy about almost 7 years ago now, and I've worked on a variety of different things, from working with different businesses and advising or giving insight into different trends and things, but also developing some of my own collaborations with organizations to think about how to design and make things better as well. So a huge variety of things, from startups to working with charities and NGOs on policies, and then also to large, maybe corporate businesses who are thinking about how they can innovate or need to change better as well. So a really varied career, and again, it's constantly evolving. And I think that's what I've learned, is that there isn't a real end point of I am this and I have become this. I think it is this constantly evolving journey, both of what the outside experiences and inputs that you get from life, but also as you learn continually and think about how can that potentially build that into my work that I do and my thinking. So yes, good luck on your journeys.